I recorded this and I went to publish it and hit delete instead. So you will notice that all the answers are already in here because we've already done it, but that's okay. We'll go through it again. It says Gerald claims that the range of an absolute value function will never include a negative value. Identify and describe at least one function that could be used to change his mind. Well, I went ahead and put two functions in here that could be used to change his mind. If I plugged in a 1 here, yes, the absolute value of 1 is a positive 1, but then when I take away 10, I get negative 9. I'm looking at the same thing. If I was to plug in a 1 here, or even a negative 1, I get out a 1, but then that negative outside of there gives it a negative value. So both of these would have range values that end up being negatives. All right, so number 22 says match each function with the transformation that occurred from the parent function of x squared. So we know x squared is a parabola. This negative outside of here takes it from being a happy face, a smiling parabola, to a negative sad face, a frowning parabola. So that negative flipped it over the axis, and therefore that makes it a reflection. Reflections are flips. So g of x is a reflection. H of x, it's being multiplied by 3. So that tells me that it's being stretched vertically. So that is a dilation. And then this j of x equals x minus 4 minus a positive 4 tells me that this is shifting to the right 4 units. A shift to the right is a translation. Okay, number 23. This minus 3 tells me that it shifts down 3 units. Inside the parentheses, we add 5. So remember, the formula should be the absolute value of x minus something. So in order for it to be a positive, we know we must have subtracted a negative number because minus a negative is a positive. So minus 5 tells me that it shifted to the left. Minus negative 5 tells me that it shifted to the left 5 units. Number 24. It says that g of x is equal to f times 0.75 times x. How would that have related to the original function? Well, this 0.75 inside of here, that value is less than 1. So that tells me that it's either going to be a vertical compression or it's going to be a horizontal stretch because it's less than 1. Since it's happening inside of the parentheses, then I know that it's going to be a horizontal stretch. If that number was outside of the parentheses, it would be a vertical stretch, or a vertical compression, because it's less than 1, it'd be a vertical compression. But since it's inside the parentheses, it's happening inside of my function, it is a horizontal stretch. Number 25. This is clearly a linear equation in order to get a graph of this. So the parent function can't be an absolute value. It can't be an x squared function. It has to be a linear equation. This is an absolute value function. We know absolute values are v's, so we can see that this is an absolute value function that has shifted over and up, but still the parent function would be an absolute value. And our last problem for the day, describe the transformation that occurred given this function. So this 3 outside of this parentheses here tells me that it's been stretched vertically by a factor of 3. And this minus 2 tells me that it shifted to the right 2 units because it's minus a positive 2, so it went right 2 units. And this plus 9 tells me that it shifted up 9 units. And that is the rest of your Module 1 review. I hope that you understood this. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or jump on the Meet link during your normal class times. On Tuesday or Thursday, I will have the links pulled up, and on Fridays. So just wanted to let you know that I will be available to try to explain it again or a different way if maybe something here didn't make a lot of sense to you.